Hey geeks, what's going on? My name is Bren and welcome to the Geek XP. We are here for some more Overwatch stuff. This is a post-commentated video. I've been recording a lot, trying to test out recording me while I'm playing and then also me narrating after the fact. And so I look for videos in which I feel like I might be able to explain something, sort of give some guides, and then maybe I'll just do some where I just talk about like a cool fight, whether I did something wrong or right. So this is the King of the Hills on Nepal, and one, Winston is like my favorite character. Two, I love playing tanks, so why not? Three, I think he does really well on every part of Nepal. So here, I think I have some very decent gameplay with me using Winston the way I like to use him. These games go fairly well for me, and part of that I attribute to I was grouped up with some friends of mine, and they're really good at this game. They just keep on they get a lot of kills and help carry the team. All the roles aside, getting kills is a nice way to get work done in this game. So I've left the audio in there, not because we've done a particularly good job in this game of coordinating and stuff. But just because I like chatting in game, and I feel like taking it out of there sort of defeats the purpose of showing people how to communicate. So in the few examples in which it is useful, I think it'll be beneficial. I'll try to make sure it's not distracting though. So obviously Lucio's a good pick to start out on a map like this for capture and control points, because he can get the whole team onto the point really early, and you immediately are going from trying to go on the offense to the defense, so that's good. But here's what I'm doing with Winston. I'm not staying on the point. I'm moving around, staying mobile, and chasing down threats. And I think that's with a big thing with Winston, because his shield has like 600 HP, which is all well and good, but it's nowhere near like Reinhardt's. But he switches that out for his mobility. That's the trade-off you get. He also does not deal a lot of damage, so when you're playing Winston, you probably won't very often get play of the game for like a huge multi-kill, unless you knock a bunch of people off the map using your ultimate. But I find that Winston works really well. Stay on the point, drop your shield to protect your allies, just be a presence on the map. But, don't be afraid to boost out like I just did there. If you think you can't take an engagement, get out, find a health pack. And you'll see I do that quite a few times. It's not there when I died. But I will leave, run, get a health pack, and then jump back in. And that creates an interesting thing where if the enemy is pushing onto the point, whether it's the payload, King of the Hill, or assault, what ends up happening is they'll assault the point because they see a certain amount of people defending it. But then all of a sudden you, as a giant space gorilla, just flies in and disrupts everything, does a bunch of damage, everyone's freaking out. This is a nice kill. Managed to sneak up on the Junkrat, to destroy his Riptire and him, and then I pick off the Zenyatta here. And that's what Winston is good for. He does not do a lot of damage. There are some characters you want to be careful of. You can match pretty well up against snipers. I usually will go for him if we have a Hanzo or a Widowmaker doing a lot of damage to us. I'll switch to Winston because he's bulky enough that when he gets in close, I don't have to aim that well. I just have to get in their face. I can get up to where they're sitting, and I can take them out, or at least force them off of their perch. And those are usually pretty favorable. And that right there, I have the Discord orb. I'm getting pelted. I need to get out because if I have to respawn, that's time I'm not moving on and off the point. So staying mobile is really important. And so even though we're not getting a lot of kills, I'd like to think that we're contributing in a beneficial way to the rest of the team by keeping a constant pressure. So you can play Winston, I guess, in a more safe style, in which you just sort of sit back, drop your shield when you can, and just jump to get out of situations. But I like to stay mobile if I can. Being a moving target is a nice thing. And many people have said this, and I think it's pretty clear, anyone who uses Winston's rage, is that, and I'm guilty of this too, the first time I used him, I expected my rage to activate and me to just kill everyone, but that's not what it's for. What it's for is to go absolutely apeshit, become a big target with 1,000 HP, and to just push people off of a point. You can knock people off the map. You can get them off the payload. You can clear a spot so that, you know, the rest of your team can push. And see, again, pushing out and jumping on someone like Hanzo, who does not want to engage me in close range while I'm leaping around like an idiot. And forcing those engagement. You know, there are certain characters you do not want to engage. Namely, characters like Roadhog, you don't trade off well. His heal will more than match the low damage output of your Tesla cannon. And see there, getting out of combat. I don't have a self heal, and I don't, as Winston, I don't want to rely on the healer if I can go get the health packs myself. And then here, these two are pushing the point because they don't see as many defenders. But then all of a sudden, I jump back in and catch them with their pants down. And I think it's a really fun character to play. Reinhardt is really gratifying in certain moments when you can get a play, but Winston sort of satisfies a more active need to be engaged. And here again, just being a distraction, jumping in, getting their aggro, and then dropping the shield, and then jumping back out. Just because that keeps them occupied, that keeps them off the point. Leaping out of the way because I don't want to get caught by a Riptide, if at all possible, because that will kill me. That kills pretty much everyone. Tracer, you do well against because while she's darting around, the Tesla cannon will automatically hit anyone in front of you. So you don't have to aim well, which is, you know, my aim in terms of like Twitch mouse kills is not super great, to be completely honest. I don't have that sort of experience. And here, my health gets low, I disrupt them and just go absolute like monkey crazy on all of them and just disrupt them. And then keeping an eye on how much time I have left, try to back off. And here, even though I'm not killing a lot of people all at once, I'm continuously getting killed, and it's building my ultimate, and staying alive is just, it's key. Anytime I do that, where I can keep them from aggressing onto the point, is good. And I guess sort of the philosophy with Winston and with many other heroes, and I think I die pretty soon. That's not this engagement, it's later. Is choosing your engagements wisely. With some characters, it's easier than others. Winston is a part, like with, he's a tank. You think you can just, you know, take any fight. But you do need to be really careful. I died here because I just ran straight into McCree, got stunned, and there were 3 of them. And you know that's gonna happen. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, choosing your engagements. Most characters in this game, you don't just want to throw yourself into a combat. You want to, if you need a distraction, you know, let's say you're playing Genji, you don't just want to like jump into like, or just start throwing your shuriken at a group of enemies. And I've been guilty of that many times. I had a game where I was playing Genji and I was just not doing work. I was engaging from too far away. I wasn't getting the element of surprise, and I was a mess. I think this is where I die. Yep, I get sniped by the Zenyatta on the side there. Got a little too eager, but yeah, choosing your engagements wisely will help your survivability immensely. Like taking a second and say like, do I want to push here, and what can I do to either get a kill, and we do get the win. I think their team was a little bit scattered. Look at me, I'm a monster. So cool. Yeah, choosing those engagements so that you are making sure that every fight is as favorable as possible. And every once in a while, someone else will do it to you, and the engagement will not be good for you. And that, you know, you're just trying to stack the deck, I guess is what I'm trying to say, to try to ensure that you can come out on top in any fight. But this has just been me talking a little bit about playing Winston. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm looking to post more. If you guys have a hero that you want me to either, showcase, or a hero you'd like me to learn so that I can showcase it, or just sort of me learning and maybe you guys can learn from my mistakes, then post down in the comments and we'll get this done. You guys have been awarded some Geek XP. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more future content. And until then, stay geeky, my friends.